Welcome back. It is another Monday, and we're going to kick this week off with a nice little hip pre-up session, which you should be fairly familiar with by now. And then after that, I'll see you on the bike. And here we are. Theoretically, I'm supposed to do a 4-hour tempo right now. That's finishing in a bunch of sprints, but that is very unlikely to happen because I got a bit of a nervous cough, which is quite annoying, and that's definitely not going to be helped by riding hard. So I'm going to take it nice and easy here, and probably going to try and do that one perhaps a bit later in the week.
A few moments later.
Yeah, scratch what I just said. As soon as I'm starting to ride and breathe a little bit, and especially when I turn on the fan, I'm just starting to cough non-stop, and I want this to go away and not get worse. So it's a bit of a shame because this is kind of a key session, but yeah, this is not happening. So not feeling too great about this, but guess I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Hey folks, it's Tuesday night and I'm sick. Spent all day sleeping, and obviously there's not gonna be any exercise today. I'm gonna feel somewhat better tomorrow, but unfortunately that's all from me for today. See you tomorrow. And now it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday night. I'm feeling a little bit better during the day. I was still feeling pretty bad, but it's a bit better now, and I guess I'm going to do a little stretching routine that Coach Emma gave me, because I've been almost constantly in bed for 2 days now, and I'm getting rather stiff. Probably time to mend that. I'm not feeling terrible anymore, so I guess that's something I can do now.
Wow, so stiff, it's ridiculous. That's what you get from just lying in bed for 2 days straight. Another thing you get is this, which is why I'm gonna have a shower now before returning to said bed. I change of attire too. Alright, so Thursday today, as you can hear, things are still really not great. I'm feeling a different kind of bad today. For some reason I've got quite bad achy muscles, and I'm quite crampy. Been randomly cramping all day. It's been my third day that I spent almost completely in bed. But now I'm going to try and do a little bit of a workout that Coach Emma has given me, a bit of a strength session. She calls it a JLO session because it's about glutes and hips. It contains my previous hip prehab workout, and I'm obviously going to go really light after being completely inactive for 3 days. So perhaps just indulge me to raffle on a bit while you watch me struggle through my exercises here. It's never fun getting sick, and obviously I didn't want to get sick at this point, but it kind of forced me the chance to take you through the process of what it's like to return to exercise from being sick. When I got this, on Monday, I pretty much immediately went from being extremely active to being not active at all. Spent 3 days in bed without doing anything, so that's kind of a shock to my system. And apart from the fact that I'm still kind of sick, the one thing I want to avoid is yet another shock to my system, so I'm going to take it really nice and slow. There's no point trying to make up for lost time. I haven't lost much time at this point. In 3 days, that's almost nothing, and I needed a bit of recovery anyway. Of course, I'm going to lose a little bit of fitness. I was sick, but whatever. Worse things have happened. I'm going to get that back in no time. Much more important thing now is to make sure this is over as soon as possible, and I can get back to proper training to actually work towards my goals in the next weeks and months again. So yeah, to that end, resting is the method of choice. Well, I felt completely and utterly horrible. I felt really weak, absolutely no speed, absolutely no explosiveness. I used the lightest bands I had, but they still felt really hard. And my 10-kilo dumbbell feels heavy. It's not heavy, it's really light. Feels like I've never done this before. So 3 days in bed, yeah, was high time I got started again today. It's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be a lot of work after only those 3 days. But look at the bright side. Lots of room for improvement. See you tomorrow. Hey folks, Friday. I'm just out on a quick little recovery walk through the park. And boy, have my pants gone white over the last 3 days. They were tight fitting last week. They're not anymore. Lost some 2 to 3 kilos in those few days. Anyway, just out getting a little bit of fresh air and just moving for a few minutes. I'm still not feeling great, but definitely better today.
A few moments later.
Okay, wow. 15-minute walk and I had to lie down. And it wasn't a fast walk, it was really easy and slow. Oh, this has really taken it out of me. Oh, lied me. Right, so after things didn't work at all on Monday, now I'm back on the bike for the first time. Just about to start. Gonna go very easy. Let's see how it feels. See how I feel. See how far I make it. Okay, 45 minutes on the bike. Essentially without pressing on the pedals. Sadly, now this means 70 watts rather than 170. So that's a bit of a step down, but at least I'm moving. Still definitely not clean up all of this stuff. So I'm gonna wait till that's the case before I try and push on, but it's just really good to be back on the bike. Yeah, moving for 45 minutes. Let's see what I feel like when I get off now. Still thinking it can get round to shaving, by the way. I should definitely do that today. It's getting annoying. Alright folks, Saturday. After yesterday's activities, I had to spend another day in bed, but feeling heaps better today. Yeah, my total body sensation is just so much better. While watching me do this stuff now, just a few words about recovery from being sick or what to do when you're sick. If you're employed somewhere, no one's going to give you any credit for playing the hero, but people may get annoyed if you get everyone else sick. So if you're sick, just, call in sick. Stay in bed, rest, recover. Don't try to train through it. The fitness you're losing because you're sick. 4 or 5 days, that one day that you're perhaps saving, that won't make any difference in your overall fitness and in the outcome. But what may make a difference is if you're trying to train through it and stay kind of under the weather for weeks and stay unable to train properly for weeks. That's definitely going to set you back. That's not going to help you at all. So if you're sick and you can do it at all at work, call in sick, stay off work. If you're self-employed and there's any way you can, just postpone that work that you had planned. Just spend a few days in bed. There's no point in playing the hero, both fitness-wise and life-wise. Just take the time off that you need. Anyway, that's all from me for today. So I hope I'll see you tomorrow. And so it is Sunday night. Sunday off. A really weird week. This was probably the weirdest and shortest week we ever had since we started this. It was worse than when I got injured. Okay, head down for a little bit. Spin the legs for a little while, huh?
A few moments later.
Well, that was a nice surprise. I spent 20 minutes riding pretty much at my old upper third zone 2 power. And sure, feeling a little bit of fatigue in my legs. And getting a tiny bit more puff than I used to, but my heart rate is where it used to be. I really may have made a lucky escape here. I hope so. Happy days. Okay, and now for the final item of this week. There's another JLo workout, which, as you know, and as you've seen last time, does contain the hip pre-ab session. And for that, I'm going to try and go back to my old band strengths and weights that I used to use before I got sick. Nice thing to end the week on a high. That felt really good. It was still marginally harder than it used to be, and I'm getting puffed slightly easier than I should. A bit short on breath, but mostly just by the way I feel, I'm pretty much back to normal. And what's also really great, this little one. This feels like nothing again. As it should be. Well, on that note, thanks for watching this somewhat strange video. I don't know, hope you could perhaps take something away from it. Let's see what next week brings. I hope you'll be tuning in again then. Thanks for watching and take care. Don't get sick. If you do, take proper rest and peace out. I'll see you next week, hopefully.